We will now go on live stream next week. Once we get to be able to have the technical capability with us already. So again, I repeat, we'll be doing live stream next week. And thank you po.
Thank you, Justice Reyes, and that is welcome news that the ICI will do live streaming of its proceedings. People would like to know the facts of these cases and would like to be updated as to the developments and the progress of the investigation. And a live streaming of the proceedings will definitely address this concern of the public. Thank you very much.
I am ready, Your Honors, to give my comments on the different provisions of Senate Bill 1215. Thank you, Your Honors.
Thank you, Chief Justice Puno. Justice Andres Reyes, you have the floor, sir.
Yes, I'd like to thank Senator Pangilinan, Animo, and Senate President Vicente Soto for this invitation. We thank you because our laws, our creation needs more powers, more refinement. Again, I will just echo what you have said earlier, that this thing is outrageous and makes me cry that how can these people get away with 500 billion pesos? It's our inspiration to work hard. We are only 39 days old. ICI is only 39 days old. For the last 21 days, we only had 3 lawyers. And now we have some volunteers from the PAO and from the other agencies. But we will try our best to be able to full blast investigation of all this fraud. We don't have the facility and we don't have the rules of procedure, but we will already shorten the procedure in spite of no rules allowing us. We will now go on live stream next week. Once we get to be able to have the technical capability with us already. So again, I repeat, we'll be doing live stream next week. And thank you po.
Thank you, Justice Reyes, and that is welcome news that the ICI will do live streaming of its proceedings. People would like to know the facts of these cases and would like to be updated as to the developments and the progress of the investigation. And a live streaming of the proceedings will definitely address this concern of the public. Thank you very much. Secretary Babe Singson, do you have an opening statement? Please go ahead. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Senator Pangilinan, and good afternoon to Senate President Tito Soto. Sir, Your Honor, after being in DPWH for 6 years, full 6 years, I could not believe what I was hearing in terms of the magnitude of the corruption. And I tried to analyze, where did the system fail? It looked like it was all over. This is what we've learned so far after we've called witnesses. I think a total of 40 plus have been invited, including 8 senators, 4 congressmen, 4 secretaries, and several other personalities. But recognizing that the procedure, the legal process that we have to follow is so tedious. Bago po may makulong, ang haba ho ng proseso. As compared, you may want to consider, as compared to the two gold standards of anti-corruption, which is the ICAC of Hong Kong and the CPIB of Singapore. They have much more powers than all three of these agencies that we have combined. Now, as a result of the difficulty and because of the very strong clamor of our people, because of the massive corruption all over the place, under the leadership of Chairman Reyes, we invited a total of 20 government agencies to find out from them what are their administrative powers that we can immediately utilize in collaboration with these agencies. Marami po pala niyan. So we hope that the committee can consider some of these provisions. For example, under the Philippine Competition Commission, you have competition provisions or rigging of bids that will penalize for the first instance immediately 100 million. Second instance, 105, 110, all the way to 250 million pesos per incident. We have also identified in other agencies like customs, like CAAP, but more telling is an old executive order, specifically 913. Senator President, 913 is the, you might want to pick up some of those provisions in EO 913 that gives immediate all departure order, immediate seizure of assets. Marami pala yun na pwedeng gamitin. So if it is already there, it is just a matter of putting all of them under your proposed bill, Mr.
Thank you. Yes, Apa, go ahead.
We just wanted to note po, from history, the ombudsman has actually only existed since 1988. Previous to that, a commission was granted, not granted, was given the powers to prosecute and many others. That was the Presidential Commission on Good Government. Okay, so there is a legal precedent, right? But this was in the absence of the ombudsman, right, at the time. But once the ombudsman's office was formed in 1988, the PCGG continued to have those powers.
Yes, because both the PCGG and the Ombudsman are constitutional entities, and therefore they can. It'll have to be harmonized.
But the PCGG was not under the Department of Justice, as far as I know.
It was not. It was not. Yes. Yes. Okay. We note that. I don't have. Yes. Justice Reyes. Go ahead.
We take note of the confines, as mentioned by Secretary Dillon, and we'll be very happy if the powers suggested by the Chief Justice Puno will be given to us, because I have noticed that there are some powers we lack, that like bank secrecy law, tax records. You can imagine that the flow of money was by cash, so it's difficult to really trace how the money went about. So we need these financial banking rules to be able to perhaps determine where the money went and who got the money and the amount. And of course, we would also like to have the power to look into text messages of these people because I'm sure that one way or the other, exchange of money was done through a text message between the official and the contractor. At any rate, we are so happy with the suggestions and of the Chief Justice, and we would like it to be adopted as much as possible by this committee.
Thank you, Sec Babes, and then Chief Justice Puno.
I'd like to also mention the importance of immunity from lawsuit for the members. Kawawa yung member dyan after they retire. Mauubos sila sa lawsuits.
Kaya baka hindi na mag-imbestiga. Papetik-petik na lang, di ba? Okay, yes, we know that. Go ahead, Chief Justice Puno.
Yes, on the lack of power of IPI, I note the statement now that the money that is the subject of these crimes do not anymore go to the banks. They are physically deposited to, if we are to believe it, in apartments, in condominiums, and so on and so forth.
Condominiums, which are also fruits of the illegal wealth. Yes.
But that raises the question, Mr. Chairman, on whether you should give this commission the power of search and seizure. That is the question.
Well,
Of course, consistent with the protection given in the Bill of Rights.
yes, we will note, but that's very interesting. Or maybe that the commission can secure the warrants direct from the Court of Appeals or search warrants direct.
So, if I understand it,
Is for the commission to be able to have the power to seize
Yes.
and to. Yes, we will.
Or go to the procedure in our terrorism law.
Yes, there are provisions in the anti-terrorism
Where
the council can.
you go to the Court of Appeals.
Yes,
just to remind our colleagues, we abhorred the system of ASO during martial law. Let us not put that back into our statute books.
The proviso is that consistent with all the protections in our constitution, especially the protections in the Bill of Rights. But that is one kind of a solution.
Yes,
We can go
yes.
to the Court of Appeals, and again, the Supreme Court can designate specific divisions of the Court of Appeals to handle this matter so that the process will be very speedy.
yes. Thank you, Chief Justice Puno. Yes, Justice Reyes, go ahead.
Yes, regarding search and seizure, I have been toying with the idea because if an office is engaged in wanton fraud, and we know it's happening there, we should be able to take hold of that entire office. Nobody can be allowed to remove documents, and the employees will not have access to that room until we have gone through every record, every USB, everything that's there inside. That way, we can really be able to notice or discover some wrongdoing on the part of that office.
Yes,
think
I
this-
remember initially you were expressing serious concern or grave concern about the burning or destruction of
Yes.
public documents.
Yes, as per record now, the burning in Quezon City does not involve flood control projects. But I did had a meeting with the COA, and I told him that you have to secure all the records of the COA because as an investigator before with the ombudsman, I know that there's a tendency for the for the criminals to burn down the office, which happened in the Cebu scandal when they burned down the entire Treasury building in the 1980s.
It may not involve flood control projects, but what about farm to market roads? Yes, Mr. Rongpin, apa?
This is actually one of our issues naman that we are trying to work with the DBM about. The issue is transparency, right? A lot of government agencies are resisting digitization because they want to keep everything on paper, right? And when you keep something on paper, it's not transparent. You have to go there to request access to the documents. You can't just find them online, right? So this is a struggle that we've been having, and the DBM has shown great initiative in this, no? But you know, the other guys, DOJ, DBWH, we need these things online,
BOC.
not on paper.
BOC.
BOC, BIR. Yan.
Well, the anti-agri-economic sabotage laws mandates that within 90 days of September 2024, the single window digitalization should have been operating. So that's not the case yet. Thank you, Senate President.
Mr. Chairman, yes. Well, just a short quip. There are some of us who are in love with human intervention. That's why they disagree with digitalization.
Thank you. Yes, Professor Abante, go ahead.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chair. Would the committee be open to consulting transitional justice and restorative justice experts to also chime into the bill? The reason why I ask po is we know that our society's social fabric has now torn. And we need to have a structure in which the people who are convicted are able to apologize to all of the families that have been affected by the corruption. I imagine, public officials, contractors, who have a face-to-face encounter, or depending on what the restorative justice experts say,